So pardon me. Okay. Peace, my loves. Welcome. This is All Things Mastery Podcast, live show, broadcast, whatever you want to call it, that's going to elevate and allow you to progress because you either doing what? Two things, mastering self or being mastered. So this is where you learn how to master self in your reality. Tanya, how are you? I see you. So welcome YouTube family. Welcome TikTok family. Welcome FB family. Okay, listen. I gotta tone it down a little bit because I'm just super excited. I've been excited all day. So we are gonna get started. This evening is our typical evening for All Things Mastery podcast, and every Thursday evening, typically 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I give you a master lesson that can help you elevate, that can help you get from point A to point B. How many of you know if you don't have a plan, baby, ain't nothing working? So feel free to comment, feel free to ask any questions, although I'd rather you hold it until the end of the session. It ain't gonna keep long, but this is information that you absolutely need. I'm telling you. So when it comes down, so as I was about to say, so listen. For those of you who don't know, I just completed my month-long master program, and we went through 9 master lessons, right? And at the completion of it, some of the feedback that I've gotten when I gave an incentive of one-on-ones with people, one of the things that they mentioned and but so many words is that they don't have a plan. And if they have a plan, they do not know how to work it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to create a quick master lesson that's going to give you the exact formula that I've used, and I'm going to use Creating Your Desired Reality Master Program as an example. Why? Because it was a complete success, and I'm infinitely gratitude to every mentee that signed up, all of the women who participated. It was absolutely amazing. With no intentions is useless. Absolutely lyric. Peace, by the way. How are you? Divine Alignment, how are you? I'm starting a podcast. That's awesome, my love. Not as good as you look to me, but I'm here. Listen, I'm sure you look good. You better know it, because if you don't, nobody else do. So this is what I want to go through. And so all of you know, when I do stream on YT, I love showing the visuals. So I prepared a short presentation. So if you want to see the presentation, you're more than welcome to beam you up, hop, skip, and jump over to my YT channel. If you click the link in the bio, you'll see the icons at the top of the page. Just click the YT icon and it'll beam you over. That way you can see the presentation, right? Because how many of you know when you're seeing things, when you're audibly hearing things, it helps to enforce what you're learning, right? So if not, you're more than welcome to stay here on TikTok. Either way, you're still going to get the information, okay? So this evening we're going to be, oh, wait a minute. For those of you who don't know me, hey, love, hey, peace, love, peace. My name is Venus. I'm an expert self-mastery mentor and educator. I've been teaching all things self-mastery for more than 15 plus years. I keep it at 15 so we can just, you know what, keep with we aging gracefully, okay? But we're seasoned and we tasteful over here and we wise. So I've been extremely successful as a self-published, best-selling self-published author. By the way, congratulations to me. I celebrate all of my wins, baby. I celebrate them. I've been educating and mentoring mainly women, but men as well, on how to learn the arts and practices, tips, tools, and techniques to self-mastery. Why? Because there's too many of us hurting. There's too many of us not getting to where we want to be. We just simply don't know. And so one of the a few comments that came up in the feedback, which I'm going to share with you so you can hear from the ladies that actually undergone the mentorship program, how it helped them in their lives, right? And so I said, you know what? I'm going to simplify the AMIA blueprint that I created. I'm going to simplify it, and I'm going to put it in easy, digestible steps that you need in order for you to make progress. It don't matter what you want, what you need, what you desire, your goal, whether it is more money, whether it is more love, whether it is more peace, whether it is more opportunities, whether it is more mental ease, whether it is spiritual awareness. Listen, all the things, whether it's confidence, more awareness, whatever you name it. If you apply these 8 steps to whatever it is, you are guaranteed to meet your goals. You're guaranteed to attract whatever it is you desire. You're guaranteed to start reworking and rewiring your neural connections. For those of you who don't know what that is, listen, stick around, or you can go catch one of my other live lessons because I definitely speak about it. So listen, as long as you hear, the only thing that I ask and require is for you to tap the screen, use them powerful fingers you got, and tap the screen. That's how you show love. Remember the law of exchange. Okay, you cannot receive certain things that you want without understanding that there's a reciprocal action. Okay, give and receive, and whenever you have the opportunity to give just a little bit, okay, it's gonna be returned to you in astronomical ways. Trust me, I do it all the time. I do it every day. So let's get into it. Venus is my other favorite planet besides Earth. I share paradox. I love it. So we're gonna get into it. So we're gonna be talking about stop. Wait a minute. Stop. Wait a minute. Thank you. I see the taps. Let's go. Keep them vibrations. Okay. Keep them high vibrations. Stop wasting your invaluable time. Stop wasting your invaluable essence. Stop wasting your invaluable energy. And I'm going to give you these 8 proven steps, the ones that I use all the time to fulfill and bring to fruition whatever I want, need, and or desire, to accelerate your progress. And you can start accelerating your progress right now. It all begins with you doing what? Sitting yourself down and gaining the information. A little bit more about me. I have a degree in business management with a concentration in psychology. Outside of my external education, my external knowledge and resources that I pull from, baby, it's all in here. Everything you ever need is within you. It is in your DNA. You have infinite information within your DNA, within your mind, your soul, your body. Why? Because you are the creator. You are the co-creator. You are God, goddess. Okay. You are one with the infinite source. So there's no thing that you cannot do. Okay. There's no thing that you can, I mean, some things, yeah, but we ain't gonna get into that. Y'all intelligent people, y'all know there's certain things that there's absolutely never will happen. Just like I will never be a man in this realm, honey. I am the divine feminine, okay? A woman, okay? These parts was built, okay, as a woman. So there's certain things. I am also an Army veteran, spent 5 years in the military. I pulled experience from that, did a tour in Afghanistan. I am extremely accomplished and honored to have had the experiences that I had. And so I'm able to position myself to make it more, what I teach, more relatable to you and for you. Why is this important? Why is it so important for you to stop wasting your time? Why is this important? Number one, you're not making any progress. Now, for those of you who don't know, I love definitions, right? I love definitions, even though definitions can adopt many perspectives. Definitions are definitions, and they were created for a purpose, right? Either to create or destroy, either to uplift or to help us self-destruct. And a lot of us are self-destructing because we don't understand the most fundamental basics of comprehension. Progress means forward moving. It means making progress. It means going forward and not backwards, because I always say what you feed will grow, what you feed will gain power, and what you starve will lose power. There's no such things as you staying still. There's no such thing as you not going anywhere. You're either moving forward or backwards, up or down, right or left, right, backwards or forward. Progress means moving forward. And so if you do not have these 8 critical steps, by the way, these are the same 8 steps that successful people in life, successful business in life uses for every goal they want to reach, for every projection they want to meet, for every desire they want to come into fruition. So yes, you may have it. And remember, this is just the fundamental parts. If you want to make progress, stick around. You need these 8 steps. So get your pen and paper ready. Okay. Action requires you to act. Let me say that again. Action requires you to act. Not only do you need to act, what actions are you taking? Because some actions can propel you forward or repel the very same things that you want to attract. Let me say that again. The actionable steps you take can propel you forward or repel the very same things, people, places, desires, hopes, dreams, whatever it is that you want to attract. So no plan, you make no progress, right? No training, no mentoring, you make no progress. The second thing why this particular lesson and information is going to be powerful is because when it comes to you getting frustrated in life, when it comes to you being disappointed in life, when it comes to you being hopeless in life, when it comes to you being pessimistic, when it comes to you with everybody this and everybody that, especially when it comes to all men are dogs, all women are gold diggers, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to you not meeting your goal, when it comes to you giving up, when it comes to you being exhausted, experiencing an overwhelming amount of stress, anxiety, all of the things. Peace, Omega, how are you, my love? This is the reasons why. Because you don't have a plan. Just because it's in your head do not mean that it is going to propel you in a forward direction. It's not just about getting it in your head. It's the equivalency to someone wanting to put themselves in a position to where they're now gaining more money. They're now receiving financial wealth or abundance. Isn't that one of the things that we want? By the way, there's no judgment here, no unrighteous judgment, but there is going to be an assessment. If you want more money in your life, if you want to create different streams of income, there's several things that is going to be required, right? But one of those things is for you to do what? Come on, somebody put it in the comments. Somebody put it in the comments. I know y'all intelligent. What is one thing that you need in order for you to gain financial success? In order for you to create different streams of income? What is one of the things that you need in order to do that? What was the one thing? Come on, intelligent people, let's go. This works by engagement. Aries, how are you, my love? Take action. Yes, that's also included. There's a specific thing that I'm looking for. There's a plan, paradox. There you go. Okay. Even more specific, a plan, Aries. Yes, there you go. Come on, let's keep going. Discipline is another one, David. Conjunct, how are you, my love? Hi, conjunct. Self-mastery. That's another one. But I'm looking for one specific thing, and I know one of y'all gonna get it. Come on, get them brains working. Chopper of purpose. Yes, that is one of the things incorporated. Remember, I said there are numerous of things. There's a number of things, but I'm looking for one particular thing that you need. A niche. Ooh, that's good. I saw. Is it Asda? I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Don't charge it to my heart, honey. That's also a very good one. A niche. All of the things that y'all mentioned, determination, Aries, that's one of them. I'm looking for a specific thing when it comes to you putting yourself in a better financial position. When it comes to you creating different streams of income, I'm looking for a very specific thing. Even though all of the things that you are mentioning, faith, yes, Aries, that's one of the things. I'm looking for one specific thing. Somebody got to mention it. Come on. I'm going to give y'all somebody got to mention it. Willing or will. Yes, that's one of the things. That's one of the things. Come on, somebody got to get it. Somebody got to get it. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a B as in boy. Come on, somebody get it. Somebody get it. It starts with a B. Conjunct, take action, word, figure. Forgive. I'm not a goal. You also need that too, Aries. It starts with a B. Belief is one of them. It starts with a B. Come on, people. Boldness, you need that being. Sorry, typo. Okay, it's okay, my love. It starts with the B. If you want to position yourself, bank account, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. That's a good one. You definitely need a bank account, some form of bank account, but it is another word that I'm looking for. And is one of the prerequisites, is one of the things that you absolutely need to put yourself in a better financial situation. It starts with a B, not Bitcoin. Although that can help. Bank account, Aries, that's one of the things. You and Conjunct said the same. Who said the same thing? One of y'all said the same thing, bank account. Confidence in self, David, you also need that too. All right, I'm going to give it to you. Boundaries is also that we are aligning. It starts with a B. The specific thing I'm looking for is budget. You need a budget. You need a budget. If you do not know, dang, Conjure, I know, right? Now you like, damn, it's a budget. How are you going to successfully position yourself to gain more wealth, to receive more income in your life, right? If you don't have a budget, if you don't know what's coming in and what's going out, yeah, you may know how much your paycheck is once a month, but if you do not have a budget, you do not know what's coming in and what's going out. If you're not prioritizing, you do not have an effective plan. Right? If you are a primary consumer, you do not make progress, right? If you do not have the necessary information, if you do not have a budget on paper, something you can tangibly see, a budget. That's in financial one-on-one. You need a budget, right? So why is this lessons particularly tonight? By the way, continue to tap the screen. I know y'all was typing infinite gratitude for that. You exchanging your beautiful energy. Continue to tap the screen. Put hashtag FYP in the comment section. Let TikTok know that we here, baby, and others need this information. Let's do our part in elevating not only ourselves, but being helping the world and the planet and humans, okay, as we call it collectively, to elevate, right? So why is this important? Why are these 8 proven steps to accelerate your progress important? Because if you are not gaining the information, if you not are in training of the information that you're learning, guess what? You are going to continually self-destruct. You are not going to meet your goals. Infinite gratitude, Kanjan. Appreciate you, right? Because I'm going to say this as many times as it takes for us to get it in our head. What you feed gains power, and what you starve loses its power. So if you're not elevating, you're de-elevating. If you're not evolving, you're devolving. If you're not ascending, you're descending. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backward. If you're not going to the right, you're going to the left. There's no such thing as you staying the same. And I know we heard this plenty of times, like, I'm no with her. I'm the same place where I was last year. I'm the same place where I was the year prior to that. Pardon me. That's not true. That's not true. That isn't true, my love, because when you understand the fundamentals of energy, nothing remains the same. Everything is constantly moving. So whether you unknowingly know it or not, whether you know it or not, like it or not, accept it or not, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backward. And one of the reasons why we see so many people self-destructing is because, one, they don't have a plan. Number two, they're not actively executing the plan. Number three, they don't have the proper tools, techniques that they need to cultivate the plan, because you don't keep what you don't cultivate. Let me say that again. You do not keep what you do not cultivate. And if you don't understand the fundamentals of that, then you're missing a big part of your elevation and your advancement. A lot of us get distracted. A lot of us are dissatisfied. A lot of us make poor decisions. A lot of us keep repeating the same unhealthy behavior patterns over and over and over and over and over and over again. Why? Because you don't have a plan, my baby. You think that the budget in your head is somehow going to be the equivalent to you making progress. It don't work that way, baby. If your mindset and your entire being is focused on being a consumer, if you keep buying shit, especially things that you don't need outside of the bare minimum, baby, guess what? You're never going to be a producer if you don't understand these things. It's the same goes if your desire was to attract love, a partner, a husband, a wife, whatever, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you call it. It's the same thing. Without the information, you don't make progress. Without the information and you acting on that information, guess what? You keep self-destructing. And if you think otherwise, baby, just take a second glance, third glance, fifth, 1,000 glance at your life, and you would realize that what I'm saying is infinitely true. Right? With all due respect. So let's get into, once again, if you are joining me, if you here on YT, you are able to see the presentation that I'm showing, which will further embed and strengthen the information that you are retaining right now. Stay put. You're here for a reason, okay? This is serving you. This is going to serve you. So the very first thing, there are 8 steps. The very first thing that you need in the actionable plan, and I said I am going to use the master program that I created using these same steps, which was an absolute success. Not only according to me, according to the members, the mentees that took the course, which we completed it. I think it was like a week ago, right? And I'm gonna read you the reviews from them, from their mouth. So you know I'm not the only one, even though, baby, if none of them said nothing, I know for sure, pardon me, for sure, it works. That's how confident I am in what I'm about to share with you. So I'm going to use the creation of this master program as an example for you. So the very first thing, get your pens, get your papers. The very first thing you need is to set a clear goal. Why do I say this? I had a conversation with a mentee. I'm not going to say her name. However, the example is very, very good and is going to be useful. Infinite gratitude for the support, follow, God, right? Because she did not have an effective plan, she wasn't making progress. Because she wanted to do 10 different things at the same time, guess what? She didn't effectively do one of those things. I understand that we can have a lot of gifts, because we do. We have a lot of skill sets, right? However, if you are not clear and if you do not get very clear on setting one clear goal at a time and making a plan, you remain stagnant. You keep running around in a circle. Do you understand what I'm saying? Setting a clear goal is absolutely necessary. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are there some people who can simultaneously operate and have 3 clear goals and work them simultaneously? Absolutely. However, for the most part, for individuals who do not understand the fundamentals that I'm teaching, it does not work for you. It would never work for you. And a year later, you like, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is going on? I'm doing all of these things. You have books on top of books that's still unpublished. You have idea on top of idea that is still haven't come to fruition. You have goal on top of goal and nothing is happening. At least not the way you want it to happen. Why? Because you're not very clear on what it is. When I say set a clear goal, I mean, let's go back to the fundamentals of comprehension. What does up mean, people? That singular, one. Clear goal. Example. My clear goal, and I said I was going to use the example of the master program that I just completed, right? My clear goal was create a master program, not master class. Pardon me. It was to create a master program. That was my clear goal. Then from there, once you have a clear goal, and that clear goal can be, I want a husband, I want a wife, I want more money, I want better opportunities, I want to go on a vacation, I want a new house, I want a new apartment, I want a new condo, I want a child, I want a family, I want to do whatever it is you want to do. Get very clear and very specific on one particular goal. Stay focused, right? Because we're going to get to the rest of the steps. So I was very clear on what I wanted to create. My goal was to create a master program. I started there. Okay. So I'm showing you how to bring your goals, your dreams, aspirations, infinite gratitude conjugate to fruition effectively, successfully. The second thing is, and this is important, my loves, the second step, right, is to get real about the why. Now, we speak about the why all the time. Now, why is the why important, right? After you have set a clear goal, why is it so important that you really get clear about the why you set the goal? Now, this is where we pause. This is where we do not move to step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until we are very clear on step 2. right? Because we already clear on step one. I was already clear on why I wanted to create the master program, right? I was very clear on the why. I did not want to create the master plan, right, to become a millionaire. I did create one of the reasons why I also created the master program is to create a different stream of income, right? So that's one. However, what's important and why I say use that example is that a lot of us are setting goals based upon lack, based upon scarcity, based upon fear. Whether you know it or not, aware of it or not, when you are energetically setting a goal or intention, if it is directly linked to your dominant subconscious program code or association with lack, fear, or scarcity, it is not going to work for you. I say that using myself as an example. I did not start making money until I got to the core, until I got to the number two, which I'm telling you is get real about my why. In the past, I wanted to make money because I never had money. I wanted to make more money because I didn't want to be without. I wanted to make more money because I had to keep paying bills, because I was trying to keep up with a certain lifestyle, because I wanted a new car. I wanted the luxury car. I wanted to make more money because I wanted clothes. I wanted to make more money out of fear. I wanted to make more money because I didn't want to be like my parents or loved ones. I wanted to make money not out of confidence, not out of hopefulness. I wanted to make money because I was in fear of not having money and what not having money would happen, what would cause. So the reason why number two is getting real about your why, because if you continually want love, if you continually want opportunities, if you continually want a business, thrive in a business, if you continually have a goal that you want, whatever it is, from a place of lack or scarcity, you're going to continue to make unhealthy decisions. Whenever you are desperate for something, you make an unhealthy decision. If you're desperate for money, you end up taking a job that's going to cause you to self-destruct quicker than you can blink your eyes twice. Facts. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's important for you to understand the why you want what you want. If the problem is not the what you want, the issue with most of us is that the reason you want it is because of scarcity or whatever. And that's the thing you have to deal with before you move to step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Because if any of your goals, wants, or desire is rooted in lack, hopelessness, scarcity, or fear, you need to deal with that first. Right now, keep in mind, these are the fundamentals. These are not the it or be all. I'm just giving you the steps. Now, for you to further your education and meet your goals, then you get into mentoring. Then you connect with me, and I'll show you how. You join the next master program. Right. Number 3, once you set a clear goal, right? Once you get real, once your intentions are pure and positive and from a place of hopelessness, from a place of hopefulness, from to a place of courage and confidence, right? Then you move to making a list, right? What does this list require, right? When you're making a list, you need to understand everything that you want that is going to propel you closer to your dream, your goal, whatever it is, right? You make a list of everything you need, right? And I'm going to use this as an example to make it more relatable. So, one, my goal was to create a master program. So what's going to be on my list? Step 3 is make a list. What's going to be on my list? Because I already covered number 2. I didn't create the master program out of fear, lack, or scarcity, right? So I moved on to number 3. I made a list. And the list for me to create this master program entailed me creating a structure for it. Me choosing days and times. This is the list. Me choosing how many lessons, how many master lessons that I wanted in the master program. Me choosing the duration. How long do I want each master program to be? Me choosing, now do I want to include an exercise? Me including, do I want to include a quick quiz, as all the things that I actually did in here. Each master lesson came with an activity and a quick quiz. Do you understand? This came to fruition because I'm doing the very same things that I'm teaching you to do. I got clear on a plan, singular, at a time, one. I made a list of everything that I need. I chose a name. I knew I wanted a master program. So one of the things on my list was what? A name. I did that. Creating your desired reality. This was once in my head. I'm showing you how to bring your dreams, hopes, goals, whatever it is, to fruition. Doing the same thing that I did. Okay. All of this, the success of my master program was all in here first. Okay. Just like your budget can't be all in there. I had to write it down and make it plain. Say it again. Say it with me. Write it down and make it plain. Okay. It just can't be in your head. All right. So I made a list. I needed to figure out how long do I want each master program to be. I needed to figure out whether I wanted to make it 2 months and I kept revising this plan, which we're going to get into in another step. I had to figure out the cost that I wanted to charge, right? I had to figure out how I was going to record, what platforms we're talking about resources, everything that you need. I had to figure out whether I'm going to actually create the companion book in a tangible book form or a PDF, which is most cost effective, right? Depending on the research that I've done, depending on the past masterclass, I use a variety of things to create my list, everything I needed to bring creating your desired reality, my goal, to fruition. The fourth thing I did was then I prioritized that list. I had to write down, okay, and I set dates. I'm going to say this again. Set completions date for your goal. Make it real. Hold yourself accountable for completing and acting on these 8 steps that I'm giving you. Don't just say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to set a date, baby. Because let me tell you something. Your landlord set a date for you to pay that rent. Okay, whether it's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 15th, end of the month, it don't matter. Your landlord set the date. T-Mobile, your Verizon, whatever bills you paying, baby, they ain't pay me when you want to pay me. No, they were very clear on their intention. They were very clear and taking the necessary steps. They were very clear on telling you, no, you need to pay me the 1st, the 15th, or the end of the month. Do you understand what I'm saying? They got very clear. Your card note is due on a certain date. Do you have a grace period? For some people, absolutely. However, whoever you brought the car from, baby, they had a very clear, they were very clear on when you needed to pay that bill. So when you're making the list, when you're prioritizing your list, step number 4, get very clear on the dates. Set your dates for yourself. Don't play with yourself. That means you need to create an itinerary. You need to create a list of what you do from the time you rise to the time you rest. If you're giving 12 hours to somebody else, baby, you better include at least an hour for yourself. If you plan on not working for the man no more, if you plan on not being a slave no more, if you plan on not being happy no more, you better incorporate some time for yourself to execute your plan. To execute these steps. There's no time. There is time. No time. No time. You ain't got no time. Not yesterday, today, or tomorrow to be making excuses, justifications, rhymes, or reasons as why you not giving yourself time. Okay. And the main excuses I hear is, oh, I work a lot. I got a lot going on. Life be life. And baby, life is going life. Life is going life. People are going to people. Give me something else. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. How long you going to keep on making excuses for yourself? I heard every excuse in the world from this person. Oh, I'm doing this and I write every day and I journal and I do this and I got a plan. And you doing everything but you want to do. You still don't have money coming in. You still looking for a job or working at a miserable job. You still doing all the things. You still entertaining people, places, and things that don't serve you. You still doing all the things. Why? Because you're not a priority. Bleak, what's good, my love? Peace. Where are you on your priority list? Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to make you a priority. That means, number one, once you set a clear goal. Number two, once you rediscover the inner reason why you want to execute that goal. Number three, once you make a list. Number four, you have to put yourself as a priority. That goal has to be a priority. Creating your desired reality master program, I made a priority. I set a date. I set a date, and guess what? I met that date. Do you understand what I'm saying? I launched Creating Your Desired Master Program December of this year, which means we just completed it. Execution. Do you understand what I'm saying? Execution. I did all the things that I'm telling you to do, that I'm sharing with you. Execution. You understand? I prioritized. Every day I worked on each master lesson, right? First, I had to figure out, what master lessons am I going to teach, right? Excuse me. What's going to be the most helpful? What order do I have to put the master lessons in? Because I wanted it to have a very natural sequential flow. I wanted the master programs to be fundamental, intermediate to advanced. So all of those things was on my list. And guess what? I worked it every day, right? I wrote. Every day I brainstormed. Every day I typed. Every day I wrote. Every day I researched. You understand? Until every master lesson was created, completed. Then I started working on the editing. Then I started working on the marketing. All the things that was on my list, the marketing, the fees, the platforms, the e-commerce platforms, everything that I need was in my list. Everything, all of those things was in my list. Number 5. Gather in the necessary resources, right? Whatever you want to do, and you still sticking with the example and creating your desired master program that I created, I needed to figure out what resources that I need. Meaning I needed to figure out what payment processing system I was going to use. I needed to figure out I needed to figure out external resources that I needed, what platform that I was going to use to host the master classes. I needed to know. I had to make a decision whether I was going to use Zoom or whatever the case may be. Peace, Tamika. How are you, my love? I had to prioritize, and then I had to gather the necessary resources that I need. All of these are working. I'm still focusing on one goal. Uno. Do you understand what I'm saying? In order to bring it to fruition. Hi, my love, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? The 6th step is apply. Say that with me, people. Apply, 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 apply. Say it to yourself, apply. You're not moving anywhere unless you apply. You're not reaching your goal or making progress unless you apply. Okay, let's take a pause for the cause, my loves. Come on, let's tap the screen. Let's get some likes. If you are in YouTube land or if you are on TikTok, baby, let's tap the screen. Let's get some likes. I hope you are writing these things down. Listen to the music in your head. Okay, I will play music, but I plan on repurposing this video, so that's a no-go. So do me a favor, engage, okay? Engage in the comment section. Okay, Ronnie, no plan, no action. Hi, Oracle. How are you, my love? Infinite gratitude for you being here. Let's tap the screen. Let's move up. Okay, while I continue conducting and giving you what you need. Apply, apply, apply. Yes. What are you doing if you're not applying the steps? Right? And you have to apply. What I did is apply. What does apply look like? Apply means getting my ass up. Apply means presenting myself. Apply means getting dressed. Apply means raising my frequency. Applying the necessary steps is getting myself to my computer. Applying is being energetic and being happy. Applying is researching. Applying is actually writing everything out, baby. These words didn't jump on this in this booklet just on their own. I didn't just snap my fingers and the book was done, baby. I did this. Do you understand what I'm saying? How many pages is this? It don't even, 84 pages, baby. When I tell you I created exercises, I created questions, every questions. I created the blueprint. I created a master booklet for the mentee as well as the mentor. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had to get busy. I had to apply everything that was on my list to bring this to fruition. I had things to do. What are you doing to bring whatever your goal is to fruition? What are you doing? Where are the steps? Yes, Bleak, infinite gratitude, love. Right? What are you doing? Me applying what I gather, me applying myself, me applying, me getting active. You talking about getting active and standing on business, baby. This is what that looks like. It was all an idea. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was all trusting the process. It was all doing what I had to do. It was setting a clear goal. It was getting real about my goal. It was making a list. Then it was prioritizing a list. It was about gathering the necessary resources that I need to bring this master program to fruition. It was about applying. I applied myself, baby. I did the work. I mean, it was a bit easy for me because I'm a lover of education. Okay. I love reading. I love writing. That's what I do. You understand what I'm saying? And there's something that you do, and you do it exceptionally well. You do it uniquely well, profoundly well. Everything that you have to create different streams of income, if that's your goal, you have within you. The exchange is assessed. I continually assessed my progress to see if I was on course. Do you understand what I'm saying? To see if I was sticking with my plan. If there was anything that I wanted to change, I made an assessment. If I needed to adjust some things, tweak some things, guess what? I did that during the course of me applying, doing what I need to do to bring this into fruition. Do you understand me? That's step number 7. I applied myself. Even there were times where I did not feel like writing. Guess what? I did not allow that to stop me. Why? Because I had a completion date. I needed to be done by this certain date, by this certain time. I needed to be done. You understand what I'm saying? In order for me to fulfill and bring that to fruition, I needed a completion date. I challenged myself. And it is the same, these are the same steps that you need to bring whatever goal that you need to fruition. Stop trading comfortability with your infinite vitality. Okay, stop doing that. If you don't like the job you're in, use these 8 steps to get out of it. If you don't like where you live, use these 8 steps to move somewhere else. If you don't like the relationship that you're in, use these eight steps to either change the relationship that you're in for the better or enter into a whole new one. If you don't like the relationship with yourself, use these 8 steps. If you don't have confidence, use these 8 steps. If you don't have anything, and just because you create after create after create and you don't have a plan, guess what? It still ain't gonna work. It still ain't gonna work. You have to stick to the plan. You have to remain focused. Do you understand what I'm saying? What good is it going to serve me if I create book after book after book after book and none of them making sales? Make that make sense. That's working backwards and not forwards. Do you understand what I'm saying? Make things in your life make sense. Start doing the things that are uncomfortable. Okay? The 8th step in this 8 proven steps to accelerate your progress and whatever it is you want is to now cultivate. Remember, you do not keep what you do not cultivate. Whatever it is you want, you're going to have to cultivate. That means you're going to continually have to feed it, because the moment you stop feeding it, it stops growing. It stops developing, right? You're not making progress. Can all of you imagine if the sun stopped coming up? It's a vital source of life that we need. Can you imagine if the sun all of a sudden said, well, you know what? Fuck it. I don't feel like waking up. I don't feel like rising. I don't feel like feeding them ungrateful ass humans. I don't feel like feeding the plants. I don't feel like I don't feel like giving substance to nothing living on this planet. I'm just going to relax. Why? Because I'm overworked, underpaid, miserable, whatever it is. I'm just not going to shine today. I just don't feel like today. I just don't feel like it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So who are you to think that if you do not rise for whatever occasion you desire, you're going to make progress? You're going to sustain your vitality. Your visions, your dreams, your hopes, your desires is going to come true. It don't work that way. Baby, if you don't rise, the sun don't shine. And I'm not talking about the physical sun right now. I'm talking about your internal life force. Shine a light on them. Hey, shine a light on. Hey, come on, you got to do the work. You got to cultivate. You got to know what work you're doing. You got to know what's not working. You have to know what's not working. Okay? Because a lot of what we're doing isn't working. It just isn't working, right? And it's time out for that. It is time out for that, my love. So listen, these were the 8 steps. Thank you. Mine is racing now. It's okay. Now listen, remember, I told y'all that I was going to give y'all, and these were the 8 steps. For those of you who are writing it down, I'm just going to repeat the 8 steps so you'll have it. Step 1, set a clear goal. Step 2, get real about the inner reasons why. Periscope, how are you, my love? Step 3, let me repeat the steps because I got off track for the purposes of reusing, right? Step 1, set a clear goal. Step 2, get real about the why you want to bring that goal to fruition. Step 3, make a list of everything that you need to complete that goal. Step 4, prioritize the list that you created. Step 5, gather the necessary resources that you need to fulfill your set goal. Number 6, apply. Do the work. Number 7, assess and adjust as much as you need, right? Until you are happy with your results. Step number 8 is now you have to cultivate. Okay? You have to cultivate the previous 7 steps. Do you understand? I'm going to say it again. Stop wasting time. Here are 8 proven steps you need to accelerate your progress today. Step number 1, set a goal. Step number 2, get real about the inner, deeper core reason why you want to fulfill that goal. Step number 3, make a list of everything you need for that goal to come to fruition. Step number 4, prioritize the list that you created. Prioritize the list that you created. Step number 5, gathering the necessary resources that you need to bring that goal to fruition. Step number 6, apply. Do the work. The work ain't going to get done without you doing it. Step number 7, assess and adjust as much as you need along the journey and you completing your goal. Step number 8, cultivate step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 7, cultivate them. Yes, organize your mind. You have a very organized mind. Amazing. That's one of my gifts. I'm extremely organized. Like, I love organization. My OCD is not as high as it used to be in the past. However, I am extremely passionate about organized, not only my external, my internal, because that's where the feng shui exists. Like, I like a natural flow of things. I don't do well in discombobulated dysfunction. Baby, everybody got to be quiet. Things got to slow down. You understand what I'm saying? I like peace, organization. Okay. When it gets serious, color coordinated, blacks go with blacks, white go with whites. And then I reorganize into style. So it gets that serious. Why? Because what I do is very serious to me. And whatever you want to bring to fruition, whatever goal, no matter what it is, when you start getting real serious about it, when you stop making excuses, rhymes and reasons and justifications as why you're not doing this, then baby, by all means, skip to the loo. Whatever floats your boat, baby, whatever paddle you choose, honey, as long as it's to your rhythm, keep going. However, if you want to do better, if you want to elevate, if you want to attract in different things, I'm not teaching you nothing I haven't tasted myself, baby. I have different streams of income. I'm not boasting about it. However, I have it. I have it. You know why I have it? I create it. I created. I did what I had to do. This master program, okay, that was a different stream of income that I wanted. I joined the military. I knew one day that, hey, I still want money coming in, right? As secure as I can be. I knew that one day I did not want to work for anyone. I knew that even as a cosmetologist, and let me tell you something, I retired from cosmetology. I'm no longer a hairstylist, but baby, when I tell you, I worked with companies, not for companies. Majority of my time spent as a hairstylist. Do you understand what I'm saying? I became a subcontractor. I knew that I did not want to spend my life working for someone else. I knew that I wanted to be at peace. I knew that I wasn't built for kissing nobody's ass. I knew that my mouth was reckless. I knew that I had some sass. I knew that where I was brought up and cultivated, and baby, my attitude wasn't going to be set up to be nobody's slave. I knew that early on. So guess what? There's certain things that I had to put up with, right? I positioned myself. But eventually I knew that, baby, listen, you're going to have to make a way, or you're going to have to tone down your attitude, your mouth, your sass. And baby, me being me, if my name ain't Venus, okay? If my baby, the day I do the opposite of these things, honey, what we doing? What we doing? Do you understand what I'm saying? What we doing? Because we not doing that. We not doing that. I'm going to keep popping my shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to pop my shit. I'm just my pop shit, my shit popping right now is just different because of the wisdom, because of the education, because of the knowledge, because I'm remembering more and more and more who I am. I'm remembering more and more and more that even though option A and option B is presented to me, those are not the only options that I can choose, baby. I can choose option C, D, F, E, B, not A, B. A, B is what I was presented, baby. I can choose the other alphabets. If the choice was to only go right, baby, I'm not going right. If I want to go left, I'm going to go left. I'm going to create my own avenue, my own lane. Do you hear me? I do it, and I've done it, and I'm still doing it all the time. And I'm giving you know what? I don't believe in free. I really do this out of the kindness of my heart. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there are people out there that y'all know that don't give a fuck about you. I'm telling you, I've spoken to some of y'all favorite creators, right? Because there's certain things that they had that I wanted information on. So I invest in myself. You understand? And the things that are coming out of these people's mouths is absolutely horrific. There's a lot of people who don't give a fuck about your well-being. They won't do this. They won't do this. I'm not going to say for free because I don't want to use that terminology no more, but they won't do it out of the kindness of their heart. Baby, they care about their bottom line. I had somebody tell me, and many of y'all probably know this, and I'm going to say it again. Baby, you should stop teaching those people because they can't pay you. I'm like, skirt. First of all, you don't know why I'm in this. I never told you I was in it to be a millionaire. I never told you I was in it. I never told you that I wanted to gain more money. I was in it because I wanted the information. However, because, listen, let me tell you something. When you are in alignment with your higher self, can't shit go past your head. Can't shit fly above you or past you or around you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Baby, you don't even know me. You don't even know my intention, but because that was your intention, because that's your characteristics, because that's the way you operate, you assume that one of the reasons why I connected with you, one of the reasons why I'm investing in you is because I also think like you. I'm going to say it again for those in the back. I'm not chasing your friendship. I'm not chasing your love. I'm not chasing your advancement or your elevation. I'm not chasing nobody fucking dollar. That ain't never been me. I've always been a go-getter. I'm going to figure out a way. I'm not chasing. I'm not doing this from a place of scarcity, lack, hopelessness, low self-esteem. I'm not doing it for none of those reasons. I'm doing it for the very opposite of those reasons, because if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? And you're not here just to be here. You're here because you're supposed to be here. There's no such thing as coincidence, happenstance, or luck. You're tired. A lot of you are tired. A lot of you it's just way past broken, bruised, and whatever it is you want to be. Let's get real with ourselves. A lot of people are advising you, and they have not a fucking clue. I'll say it again. Just because you can talk like you got some sense, just because you can articulate something, just because you know a couple of words that a few people don't know, do not mean that you're wise. Do not mean that you're qualified. Just because, even for me, just because I say a thing don't mean I am a thing. But baby, I am that thing. I'm doing all of this. Okay? I'm able to hold my back. I'm able to walk it like I talk it. Do you understand what I'm saying? My confidence comes from that. I'm not chasing nobody to believe me. I'm not here because I need any of you to validate me. With all due respect, I'm not here for that. I don't need your compliments. I don't need you to validate me. I don't need none of that. Is it appreciated when I get it? Absolutely. Infinite gratitude. But if you think my success lies on all those things, if you think my advancement, my elevation, if you think my ascension relies on all of that, if you think I'm desperate for a book sale, if you think I'm desperate for any of that, baby, I know energy don't lie. That's not what you get from me. That's not the energy that I project. Let me tell you something. It's probably gonna go over some of y'all head. Baby, when I wasn't confident, I was confident. Baby, my quote unquote not so good days are phenomenal. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know what I know. I know what I know. And when I tell you, baby, I'm gonna keep popping it. I'm gonna keep popping it. You know why? When you walk it like you talk it, baby, who gonna tell you different? Who gonna check me, boo? As Sheree said, who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna say something? Who gonna say it? I don't dare often, but I dare you. Say it. Say it. Can I buy a vowel? Can I buy a vowel? Okay. Baby, I live it. I live it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that mean that I'm never going to be tested to prove my self-worth? Does it mean that I'm not going to be tested? Does it mean that the universe or God concept don't need to know that I'm ready for my level 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 100? No, that's not what it means. Does it mean that I'm never going to be knocked down quite a bit or go through some things? Baby, some of y'all right now in this live are mentees of mine. I've mentored y'all. Y'all was in the master program. Some of y'all knew how I got scammed and my savings went from thousands to zero. Some of y'all knew how I was crushed in the first 2-3 days on some real-ish, right? All of y'all also knew, who knows the story, right? Intimately. Also knew that, baby, it wasn't even 7 days later, and I snapped the fuck out of it. You want to know what was birthed out of that? Manifestation and alignment. You know what I said prior to that situation? I need something fresh, right? Because typically I teach master classes just one time and I'm done, right? I said I need something fresh. I want something new. I need more information. I need more inspiration. I need something like, because I'm about elevating. I'm about self-mastery. I can't keep teaching the same things I taught last. I can incorporate some of those things, but I don't want to keep regurgitating the same thing. I'm all about elevation. You understand what I'm saying? It came to me after the completion of the master program that I'm like, wait a minute, Venus. That was just a manifestation. You don't get to dictate. You don't get to dictate what happens to you that's going to propel you forward. But if you trust the process, when I tell you it did not take me 7 days before I got out of that funk, before I dried them goddamn tears and before I recognized and say, Venus, now it's time to apply what you teach. Okay? You claim you walk it like you talk it, baby. Get to walking. Get to stepping. And I got to stepping, baby. I got out of that, baby. I got out of what I got out of. I got out of that funk. And guess what? I said, you know what? I'm going to create a master program with all this new information, and the downloads was just coming. Do you understand what I'm saying? I not only created a different stream of income, right? Because this master program I did once. And it's going to keep bringing me money. There's other things that are also happening, wonderful things that are also happening in my life that I won't mention. Not that I can't, I won't mention right now because it's too time. Chopper, infinite gratitude, my love. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I can do it, you can do it. Right now, as promised, this masterclass. Yes, love. Peace, Toya. How are you? Right. So this masterclass, I want to. Okay, so I'm gonna do this on just for you, TikTok. So hang on for a second. If you're on YouTube, jump back over to TikTok, and I'm gonna show you so you can hear from the women. Okay, the success, because I'm extremely proud of it. So TikTok, infinite gratitude. Join me for the next All Things Mastery Thursday evening live at 8 p.m. typically Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you all next time. Infinite gratitude. Okay.